Hi Girl Scouts, my name is Rebecca. You can call me Bex. I am the Girl Experience STEM Specialist for Girl Scouts Heart of Central California, and welcome to my backyard. The grass is extremely high right now. This is my dog's domain. You can see her tail right there. Start with what I'm grateful for. Today I am grateful for such a beautiful day. The sky is so clear and the birds are chirping and the sun is out and it's great weather. That's what I'm most grateful for. Okay, so let's get started. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the science of the sky. When I was younger, I used to love, and to this day, I am extremely fascinated with the sky. I used to love laying down in the grass when I was younger and watching the clouds move by. I love watching the sunrise and the sunset. I love stargazing and shooting stars and the moon and planets, and I just absolutely adore the sky. My favorite part about the sky is that it's so big and it just kind of puts into perspective how small I am in comparison to the rest of the earth, to the rest of the sky. It also just reminds me that no matter where we are, whether we're states or cities away or countries away, we are all looking up at the same sky. And that's one thing that we all have in common, and we can never change that. I want you to go outside if you can. If you can't, you can look through your window and just kind of examine the sky. If you have a backyard, then I would encourage you to lay down on the grass and kind of just watch the sky, listen to the sounds, watch the clouds move by, and just take note of how it makes you feel and what you see, what you hear, and what it reminds you of. This is a view from my backyard, and actually right there, that's the moon. Wow. Now I want to teach you a little bit about our atmosphere and the layers of our atmosphere. So here you can see I drew the layers of the atmosphere. The first layer is called the Troposphere, and it's where weather occurs. It's actually the lowest atmospheric layer, and it extends about 4 to 10 miles from the Earth's surface. The next layer is called the Stratosphere. It's the second lowest layer of the Earth. It's also where the ozone layer lives. The ozone layer helps absorb harmful UV rays from the sun. This is also where airplanes fly because it is free of all weather disturbances, actually. The third layer is Mesosphere. This is where actually meteors, when they enter the Mesosphere, they burn up on entry, like instantly. And it stretches about 50 miles from the Earth's surface. Next layer is the Thermosphere. Air is very thin here and temperature gets extremely hot. This is about 400 miles from the Earth's surface. The lower part of the Thermosphere is actually called the Ionosphere, and many items are ionized here. And this actually has electrical charges, this layer, the bottom part of the thermosphere. And these ions actually help transmit radio waves, which is really cool, really interesting. And the last layer is called the Exosphere. This is the last air, and the air is the thinnest up here, and it's 6,200 miles from the surface. Now I have an activity for you guys, and what you will need for this activity is just a empty paper towel roll, some scissors, and cardboard or cardstock, or I put construction paper, an old CD or an old DVD. I know these are extinct now, but I actually was giving away a lot of CDs and I didn't. I'm using it for an experiment. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna cut the bottom of the paper towel roll at a 45-degree angle so that you have enough room for the CD or your DVD to fit. And then directly across from that, you're gonna draw a little hole for your eye to look through, and you're gonna cut it. It's gonna be directly on the other side, as you can see. Then the very top, what I did is I just traced a piece of paper around the bottom of the paper towel roll, and then I cut a hole in the middle of it and I taped it all the way around. So you're gonna put the CD inside the little slot that we've made. And if you look through the hole and do not look directly into the sun, I would suggest looking through a fluorescent light bulb or some type of light bulb. Do not look directly in the sun, not a good idea. But when you do, you look through and you can see a rainbow with the light when the light hits the DVD CD. This happens because a CD is a mirrored surface with spiral tracks or pits on it, and these tracks are evenly spaced out and diffract light, which means they separate the colors. And because the CD's surface is mirrored, the light is reflected into your eye. Pretty cool. This is what the inside of my spectroscope looks like. You can see the rainbow coming back and forth as it touches the light. That's really pretty. The last activity I want you to do is draw a picture of the sky. I personally love looking at the stars, but where I live, there's a lot of lights and it's hard to see the stars. So I want to draw a painting of the night sky and what I would love to see. And I encourage and challenge you to draw your favorite version of the sky. Is it a sunset or a sunrise? Is it by the beach? Is it in the forest? Are there shooting stars? Whatever your perfect image of the sky is, I want you to draw it and draw it creatively and use your imagination. Thanks for joining. Until next time, goodbye.